Yo, what up, what up, what up? You hear the theme music, you see these beautiful faces, you know what time it is. It's the Let's Get Canceled podcast. I'm your boy, Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly, lovable loudmouth.
And this your boy Thommy With An H, the voice of the people. You know I'm here to speak for y'all. Hey, yo, cousin.
Yo, what up?
You ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's get canceled.
Let's get canceled. Hey, listen, folks, man, listen. We've been getting a whole lot of feedback from some of our female followers and friends, right?
Friend, yeah.
Yeah. So what we've decided to do, we're going to introduce a new segment to y'all today, and we're going to put this on all of our upcoming shows. We're just going to touch it a little bit, and we're going to talk to y'all, man, and try and help some of these fellas out, man. So introducing right here tonight, Tech and Thommy give you the game.
We're going to give you a little bit of the game, guys. A little bit of the game. Y'all got it. Hey, we've been faithful, loving husbands for 10 plus years.
Plus.
So we know a little bit of something about how to get in there, how to keep it. So guys, a lot of you out there fumbling. A lot of y'all out there fumbling. And
fumbling
then
a lot.
A lot of y'all out there fumbling. A lot of y'all getting into situations that's not good for you. So what we're gonna try to do here with this new segment, and again tonight we're just gonna give it to y'all. But every episode we're gonna sprinkle y'all niggas with a little bit of something every now and again just to help the guys out.
Absolutely. And ladies,
I've
please,
got a lot of feedback.
if any of you ladies have questions or you got comments or you don't like what we said or you want to ask some questions that you ain't here to answer to, make sure that you hit us up on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, anywhere. Send us a message. We'll make sure that we put it in our grab bag. And every episode, we'll pull something out of that grab bag and try and address that question for you. All right?
Yes, indeed. Cousin, it's a conversation that needs to be had. Because again, we see a lot of guys out there doing the wrong things for a lot of the wrong reasons. I was talking to someone today, and they were just like, "Yeah, somebody needs to talk to these guys because they don't understand." But then there was a conversation also that got started there, and I guess this is gonna be the number one thing that we're gonna discuss here tonight. How I know he like me if he don't send me money?
You stupid heifer.
Bruh. She said, how I know he like me if he don't send me money? And that right there, I almost went into a fit. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna bring it to cuz. Tech.
No. You know what I'm gonna say. Number one, hold on, let's be clear. Do not think for a second that because we're talking about Tech and Thommy give you the game, talking to the fellas, that you ladies are off the hook. Let me explain something to you, man. I'm so sick and tired of independent women talking about he ain't spending no money. What happened to your independence? What they just went out the window?
Right.
Like all of a sudden, oh, he need to do this, listen, let me explain something to you. When I was dating my wife, when we started dating, right, I ain't had no money. She ain't had no money. We both was broke. Any little money I could scrape together, any little thing I could do on the side to make this little bit of bread, I spent that on my lady. The reason being is because that's who I wanted to be with, that's who I wanted to make smile, that's who I wanted to take care of. However, she knew I liked her before I spent a dime.
Right.
I don't understand you.
And here's my situation with it. It's if she needs you for your money, you don't need her.
Thank you.
That's my number one from the time I was old enough to know better. It is if she needs me for my money, I don't need her. Right. And I just spilled tequila all over my keyboard here, so there's a little break in the action here, people. But that's okay because we're not stopping. I did it all over again.
Yep.
So but like I was saying, if she needs me for money,
right,
then I don't need her. Like when I met my old lady, she had her life together. My life was in shambles. So apparently it's not about the money for real. Now I don't know what's going on with some of these new folks, but it can't be about the money because again, I had none. And
but here's no. Here's the thing. The issue is that I don't have a problem. I'm a firm believer that a man, if you're making any money, and you decide you're not going to spend any of that money on your lady, you have a problem.
Right. Now
You're less than
that's
man.
definitely a problem.
Right. And what happens is that for females, it's an emotional thing, and for males, it's a physical thing. And that means more than just heart and sex. That
Right.
means that women see that men equate their worth with how much they make in general. I'm not saying all men. A lot
Right.
of men like the things that you can possess, the things that are tangible that you can purchase with money. You value those things. So a woman seeing that gets emotionally attached to his money, and so when she says, "Oh, he's not spending his love on me, his money on me," then he must not love me. But that's the dumbest thing ever because you come off like a gold digger. You come off like a harlot. That's right.
And that
I'm bringing it back. A harlot.
harlot, yes, because that comes back to men in this game. Number one, stop being a PayPal. You are not the ATM, buddy.
Say that.
You give her what she wants. If she don't ask you for anything, you give her everything.
Yes, sir.
That's been my golden rule. You ask me for nothing, I give you everything. But as soon as you start asking me for things, it kind of takes away from my spirit of wanting to provide.
No, we're talking about the dating scene. Like,
Yeah, this is strictly the dating scene. Again,
right.
this is coming from somebody who's in it. Because right now, dude, my check goes into the account. I get $25 a month that I'm able to hang on to and hang out because I'm not good with money. If it came down to me handling bills, we'll probably have a lot of liquor and no lights. So I understand my point in all of this, but for you guys out there now on the dating scene, being the ATM machine for these women that you're trying to get with, if you lead with the money, she's going to always expect the money. So
Right.
should
Right.
never be the number one thing for you.
Right. And you're absolutely, you're 100%, 1,000% right. What you lead with in the relationship to start the relationship is going to be the expectation for the relationship. Point blank. Period. In the statement.
And that goes both
Ladies,
ways.
right. I was just getting ready to say, ladies, if you lead with the coaching, guess what? Guess what I'm expecting every time, all day, twice on Sundays. That's just the way it is.
Just want
And
the coochie.
that's not to say, oh, well, then you should wait and hold off until a certain amount of time. I don't believe in that crap neither. I don't believe in that hold off for so long before you give them something. That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's
because the guy's not going to think of you any differently if he hits day 1 or day 21. He's not
nope.
going to see you any differently. So that can't be the thing. Oh, he's gonna think I'm a hoe because I gave it up too quickly. That's not how that works.
Let me tell you
He's
what's going
talking
to happen.
about the hoe before he hit you.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. What really is going to happen, the longer you make him wait, the more he's going to feel like his game is what got him to coach. Like, let's be real.
I just said this. I'm like, after a while, it becomes the chase and it's the game now. And he
Yep.
was like, I have to win. I
Yep.
have to win. So when the guy gets out there and you make me wait, he's gonna wait it out so he can actually get it. And once he gets it, you feel okay. Now he's invested. Now he loves me, and he's thinking, "Woo, I still got it." All
Your
right, now,
story for the rest of his life. You will
yeah,
always be a conversation between him and his homeboys. Like, bro, I had this one chick. She had like she definitely didn't want to give me none for like the first 4 months, bro. But
right.
guess what, bro? You know your boy got that game, man. He
Urkel,
wore down.
why Urkel? That I'm wearing you down, Laura. Dog, Urkel waited. How many years did Urkel wait to get Laura, bro?
Right, right.
Bro, dudes will wait. We will wait it out. If it's something we want, we go for it. And then if it gets to a point where it's like you don't want me to have it, now I have to.
Oh, I gotta have it. Got to
And I
have
have to
it.
prove it to myself that I can do this. I can do this.
And if you think for a second that he ain't getting none from nowhere, waiting on you,
Right.
I.
Bruh. Hey, and if he number 2 on my list.
Number 2, go ahead, sir.
It's okay to tell a woman what it is, bros. If you're
Okay.
just trying to hit her, it's okay to tell her. Because I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10, but maybe 7.5 to 8 times out of 10, she don't want to be with you either, man. Yeah, you don't have to go in there throwing your love at her first. If you just want to hit her, Tell her. Tell her.
When you was in school, the teacher said honesty is the best policy.
It
Guess what?
is.
If you would
It
be
still
surprised.
works.
You'd be surprised how many females you just tell, like, listen, I think you're a cool person, and I want to know what it'd be like to get that. Not in those words, but just tell us straight up, like, look, I'm not trying for no relationship. I got homeboys that I hang out with and drink with and kick it with, and I got homegirls that I hang out with, drink with, kick it with. But there's one more thing: we might go play basketball with my homeboys, and I get the draws with my homegirl, and that's the whole thing. That's what it is. If you are
There
straight
are
up
things to
with
benefit.
females, you'd be surprised how easily you get.
Straight up. But that's the thing that guys always lead with, the emotional part, because like you said before, it is an emotional thing with the women a lot of times.
A lot,
But
yeah,
but a lot of women, especially nowadays, they just want to get a nut too, man.
yeah.
And as much as you want to get out there and jump around and all that stuff, there are plenty of women out here right now today that are willing to, hey, bruh, I'll bone you and not call you back.
You better
They
believe
like
it.
in that game.
You better believe it. You
So,
better believe
bruh,
it.
there is no need to go out here and lie to these women about loving them, because I know a bunch of guys who go out and be like, man, I just tell them I love them, and then they fall in love with, bruh, you don't have to do
Stupid.
that. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it's best to just be like, hey, I want to hunt you Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and if you're cool, I might pick you up on Mondays after Monday Night Football and that sort of thing. But you don't have to go out there and make it about the emotional connection, because once she gets that emotional connection, then there's going to be something that you can't get rid of,
Yeah.
and
So listen,
that's going to be your problem.
let me tell you something. So the problem with that, you're absolutely 100% right. You are 100% right. These dudes who are playing with these girls' emotions. I'm gonna tell you one thing. One of my wife's favorite shows. Well, I don't know which one it is. It's a bunch of them. They all, to me, they're all exactly the same. But them Lifetime shows. But then the first 48 on A&E and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you have never listen, you have never known real fear. If you haven't woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning and heard, and that's when while he was sleeping, she smothered him with a pillow, and your wife is just sitting up there like, you know what I'm saying? But
Bruh,
at the same
Fatal
time,
Attraction on TV1 for my man on TV1, bruh. Yeah, I wake up to that in the middle of the night.
yeah.
And
But see,
motherfucker be up just like this, watching it.
yep.
Oh,
And
problem.
God help you, if she got a pen and paper out, like, But
Oh,
listen, the
they giving you
problem with that is
the playbook.
what I've learned is 90% of them dudes play with that woman's emotions. They play with that woman's heart. And boy oh boy, the
Right.
quietest, most docile, most loving person that you know will stab you and then sleep right next to you, nigga. I know this because I've seen the documentaries.
Right.
Here's the thing though. When you do stuff like that, I'll give you an example, right? So I got a homegirl who she talks to me about like some of her relationship issues, right? And she was telling me about this dude that he lived out of state and he'd been trying like in her DMs for months and months and months, and he had been trying to get with her. Blah blah blah. He finally comes to town, and she decides to give him a chance, and she's running around with this dude, and I'm like, okay. And she said, yeah, well, he's so sweet and loving and nice. I said, he came from where? She said he was in New York and he came down here. I'm like, And what did he say? This dude was laying it on thick, love and this and that. I just want to make you happy, blah blah blah. But then he came into town and he needed he had his own whip, but the car was not a rental, but it had Florida tags on it. Strike one. But hey, he loves her and all this other stuff. She didn't let him crash at his crib for the weekend, only the weekend. And then she woke up one day and he was gone and then got all the stuff and left. I said, that sounds like this dude's something else. Whatever's whatever. Running around, then he was supposed to come meet her, didn't show up, ghosted her, all this other stuff. And I told him, like, hey, there's something else going on there. Like, I'm just telling you, this dude got something else on the other side.
No
Come to
time.
find out, the dude did not live in New York. He lived right here in Florida. Come to find out, the dude got a whole other woman and family that he lived with, which explains why the nigga came for the weekend and had to bounce right away. I don't know what
Right.
he said he did, But she was hot mad. And I'm like, yo, calm down, breathe, because he played with that girl's heart.
Yeah.
He played with that girl's heart, and it was a problem. Like,
and that's how his house is going to get burned down.
Exactly. But that's how you mess up your own relationship, because you playing with these girls, they will track you down. I'll tell you like this. I know right now that she knows where he lives. She knows what his wife's name is. She knows where his kids go to school. She has all that information right now.
Bruh.
I don't think he knows how much danger he's in.
And he better not play stupid games, because he's going to win a real stupid prize.
He already did. Like, you can't. That's the thing, fellas. If you're just trying to get at a chick, be straight up. Let her know all I'm trying to do is get at you. That's it. You'd be surprised how many women go for that. And secondly, ain't no coochie, none worth dying over. Not a inch. None.
At all. So, bro, just keep it a buck, man. Keep it a buck. It's easy on that. It's easy on that. Now, we have someone that sent us some questions or some comments, situations.
I got one for you right here. I got it pulled up right here. This question says, why do dudes ask for your number and never reach out? It's so dumb! Exclamation point. He said, because I don't chase. This is from a female friend.
Right. Female friend. And I don't know how to answer that question, because dudes, what are y'all doing? Are y'all matching energy with chicks now? Is that what it is? Because I've seen that a lot. Well, the phone works both ways. Bruh, if you approach her to get her number and she's willing to give it to you, first thing you should do is call her immediately. So if you're out in public and she gives you her number, you call her to make sure she answers that phone, because they will give you the wrong number. So number one, call it right now. If she answers that phone or she looks down at her phone, and why you call? Because I had to make sure you gave me the right number. Rule number one, make sure you have the right number. From there, you send a text message later that night and tell her, I'm calling you tomorrow. If she replies back, okay, you're in business. Bruh, be about the business of getting what you want. But don't sit there and be like, well, she got my number, I ain't gonna call. No, bro. That's not gonna get you anywhere.
It's real feminine of you. That's real feminine. It's a lot. How Dave Chappelle said, it's a lot of lady boys out here.
Yeah. My niece calls them sassy, and I've seen this a lot. They say the boys are sassy, and I'm like, what? What do you mean by sassy? And they're like, they act like chicks. So, dudes, we got to be men. We got to be men. Now, I will say this: there are some things that the women do that we can learn from. There are some standards that some women have that we can learn from.
Elaborate.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick sidebar here. So, a woman says the whole song Scrubs. You stay at home with your mama. I'm talking to you. This whole, you don't have no money, you don't have no job, you don't have no car, you don't have dudes. Why you want a chick with no money? Why you want a chick with no job, no aspirations, no nothing? Why are we supposed to accept having a woman with nothing, but they won't take you with nothing? So, guys, there are points of view, and I'm not even saying this just as a sexist thing. This is just a general understanding. If she don't have nothing and you don't have nothing, nigga, y'all ain't gonna make it. Because nothing from nothing.
No. Disagree 1,000%. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
You talking to somebody who had nothing. When I tell you, when I got married.
You had a job?
Did I? I did. I had
a
job.
You had an apartment?
No. When I got married, I did. When I started dating her, I did not. I lived at home with my mama. I had a part-time job. And I was running the streets acting like a monkey.
That was the
thing.
Yeah, my granddaddy's car.
I did have granddaddy's car, but no. At that time, I didn't.
And you had ways to get everywhere you wanted to go outside of.
The only reason I had ways to get wherever I needed to go, though, I had my homeboys. And so when that song came out, nigga, I was literally on the passenger side of my best friend. That was me. And so, but see, check this out. My wife at the time, she was either She had just stopped working at like a grocery store or something like that, and then she was doing. I think she was a CNA or getting ready or in school to be a CNA. She was a CNA or something like that,
There
right?
was a plan. There was a plan.
There was a plan in her mind. To me, I was just making money day to day type of thing, right? So my mama always told me, and fellas, listen up. My mama always told me, she goes, one day you're gonna meet a girl, and you're gonna want to be with her for real, and you ain't gonna have nothing, and you gonna mess up. And she was right. So what I do, I went and got an apartment. I had a full time, good paying job. I was doing good, but 2 weeks before we got married, 2 weeks before my wedding, I got fired. 2 weeks before, so we went on our honeymoon and came back. I was working at a mobile quick lube oil change place, and she was doing CNA work, getting ready to go and do went into banking. So when I tell you she ain't have nothing, I ain't have nothing. She was pushing, and I was like, okay, well, cool. I'm just going to get behind her and push. So my wife went from working at a grocery store. In the time we've been together, she went from working at a grocery store to being an assistant executive director for a very large company here in Florida in the nursing field. That's just as detailed as I'm going to get. But
right, you
so
cannot give her
I got
location.
behind her. Go ahead.
I said you can't give her location.
Right. Oh, absolutely not. So so she went through CNA, went back to school, got a business degree, got her LPN to RN, all since we've been together. I just hustled on the streets and at this job and that job and doing this music thing to make sure that when she, even to this day, when she calls and goes, "Oh my gosh, I don't like the haircut I got," it's my responsibility to make sure I can reach in my pocket and go, "Here's the money for another haircut." Forget what she makes. Forget what I made at my job. That's why I hustle so hard. And if fellas could start understanding that it's not about what you have, it's about the potential and your ability to put that potential to action, to have a plan to actually move forward. Because this
and I
whole
think that's where I misspoke, because that's the thing of it. It's about the potential. It's about the potential. If
it's
she's not
about
trying to do
potential and
anything
what
with
you're
your
going
life,
to do to achieve it. What you're going to do to fulfill that potential.
right,
Because
right.
potential is
Because too
just
many times we find these chicks who do absolutely nothing. They're content with where they are in life, and they're looking for someone to come in and take them out of their misery. And
right
God, that is not your responsibility at
at
all.
all.
Not from the jump. Now, in my household, like you say, when your wife calls you and say, "Hey, I need a haircut," and you go in your pocket, I can't go in my pocket because my money's already in her pocket. That's the difference with mine. My checks have been going directly into my old lady's account since, like, I think it was like 2 weeks after I met her. It has been, I'm gonna put my little bit with your lot of bit, and we're gonna have enough.
Time out.
Yes, sir.
Flag on the play.
Yes,
Fellas,
sir.
fellas, listen. If you've been with this woman long term, you go ahead and do that. If you've been with this woman for 2 weeks,
I would never suggest doing the 2-week rule.
no,
However,
don't do that. Don't do that. It
however,
worked out for Thommy with an H. It don't work out right
however,
now.
however, I'm telling you guys, okay, another piece of quick game here. When you find you a lady, here's the ideal thing. Here's what I figure is ideal. You can date a girl who's in college. Just make sure she's in the last semester of her last year. That to me is ideal, because now you can't come in and screw up life. You knock her up, well, she's gonna have that degree anyway. Now you
Right.
knock her up in year 1 or year 2, she's got nothing. She's dropping out of school, taking care of kids, all this other stuff. If you can't keep her going to school, so I say that last couple months before graduation, do what you got to do, buddy. But that's the perfect place to find a wife, a future mate.
I love it.
Don't go to the club. Even though I did find mine at the club, but there was conversation that happened that let me know that it was worth doing. Now you go to the club and you were like, "Hey, I saw you here last week." That's not the chick. You go find a chick that's sitting there with the purses and be like, "You don't look like you belong here," and she gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't like going out."
That's
That's
the
a
one.
that's a
That's the
green
one.
flag. It's a green flag. Yeah, I don't like going out. It's my homegirl's birthday, so I just came out to hang out with them. But I'm going I got school tomorrow, or I got school Monday. Oh, what are you doing? These are the conversation pieces. Don't sit there and have conversations about what she drinks, if she smokes. That's the dumbest stuff ever. The conversations you have are,
you know that. You need to know that. You need to know that stuff. You need to know. Now,
not number one. You can find that out on the phone. This is that first face to face. Where you live? Where you live? You in school? Where you work?
Good information. Listen, man.
That is the information, not good information. That is the information. Where you work. Oh, I work at a daycare. Oh, what do you do? Well, I work part-time at a daycare. What do you do with the rest of your time?
What about the other part?
Right. You in school? Yeah, I'm in school. What year are you in school? You got your AA? Are you getting the master? Bruh. Check this timeline, fellas.
Oh, wait, here's the thing. Also, you don't come in and screw it up for her.
No,
I'm
bro,
gonna let you get back. I'm gonna let you get back.
You better not.
You
don't go in there and disrupt this woman's life
for nothing. For nothing. You done jumped in there and you asking like, oh, well, you ain't got no time for me. You go in the books and you all doing it. That's what
nigga, you better learn to read. You better learn to read. Whatever she's into, you get into.
You better get your Cat Williams on.
Homeboy.
$3,000 a year.
You're gonna leave Buddy alone about that. But straight up and down, homeboy, if she is on the move, you let her move. And you better not get in your feelings because, oh, she doing stuff without me. She making more money than me. She gonna emasculate me. Bruh, get in where you fit in. If she's out here making the money, go learn how to cook. So when she's done with school, she comes home to a meal. Learn how to make up a bed. So when she gets up and heads out of here to go to work and you don't have it, bro, she come home to an immaculately spectacular place. You better learn that nurse's tuck at the bottom of that bed. Boy, I need to see that.
You need them angles. You need them corners to be.
Gotta have them angles on the corners, man. So homeboys, don't go out here and ruin these women's lives because y'all are insecure. If you're insecure, you need to be by yourself. Go stay with your mama.
She's the only one who's gonna love you unconditionally for the most part.
Right.
Because mama gets sick of you too. Especially if you got a daddy.
Dog, straight up. So this is just, again, a little game for the guys. Don't ruin this lady's life.
Hey, real quick, here's the other part of that question about the giving the number. She says that I literally just had this guy that I met over a year ago at an event text me out the blue like we've been talking this entire time. Like, so you mean to tell me that you got the number? She obviously was interested because she's telling us that she remembers you. She remembers who it is. So she obviously was at least initially somewhat interested. Over a year. And then you text back. You just text out the blue. And I can only imagine what this text said. I know it said something stupid like, what up? Or,
hey, big head.
Or, hey, big head. Oh, my God. Like, it said something dumb. I'm sure of it, sir. It said something stupid. And so now you got this female talking to two other dudes, telling them how stupid you are.
Right. So rules on telephone. If you don't use if you meet them at particular events, sporting events out of town, homecomings, concerts, these sort of things, hey man, you got a short time frame to get it. So your best bet be to use it immediately. If I meet you in Miami at a sporting event, you got to get hit that night because more than likely you don't live there. So we're both getting out of here. So if you give me your number, it might be action. So let me go ahead and see what's up. After a month, toss the number, bro. Toss it. She's not
start over.
She's not going to remember you, or if she does remember you, she's going to have very resentful thoughts towards you. Let that go.
I don't know why you went through all the trouble of getting the number in the first place if you wasn't going to use it. That was dumb.
That was unless he got another number and that number texted him and it was action. Unless he had something else to do and it was on from there. That could be the only reason that you let a number go dry is because, hey, I got another one. And this one right here is
Maybe for that particular event. If it's
for that event. Now, if you're in your hometown and you get a number, there is no reason for you to let a number go dry.
Nope.
At all.
None. But dudes do dumb stuff, and this is, I think, on this particular subject, this individual, and I don't know this guy. I don't know you don't know this guy.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't know this dude. You don't know this dude. Always saying is my brother. Look at me very carefully. I don't know what you're planning to do or what you are doing with your life, but something's got to change. Okay? Like, real talk, how you have a female who is at least giving you rhythm because she gave you her actual phone number, her real number. Right. So she has some sort of interest at some point. Then,
and there's got to be something good about her also that you approached her to get it.
Right. Whether it was just something physical or looks, or it was something you heard about her through somebody else and you thought maybe she'd be in. Whatever it is, you open the door. This is what, and I'm going to take this back to church, right? So I heard someone say, black people have a very special relationship with God because we believe that he works just for us. And I agree. And they be looking for a sign in the sky, like looking for the clouds to park in the sky to crack and him to come down and go, my son, this is what you need to do. And that's true. But sometimes, just sometimes, he go, look right there. And it's right there. So while you waiting on all these great signs and wonders of how am I going to get this girl on up, sometimes it's simple as, hey, take down my number. Right. You had the miracle. Bruh. You had it in your hands.
Bruh.
Gave it up.
Sometimes if they give you the number, you can play around a little bit, but you still have to make contact. Now, you don't have to go directly into I want to try to do. No, sometimes it's good to have a friend. Sometimes it's good to have a friend. So, hey, reach out. Hey, what you doing? How you doing? Just want to check on you, blah, blah, blah. But at some point, if you have intention, you have to make your intentions known.
Right.
And women are not going to sit around and wait for you to make your intentions known. Because like this young lady, I'm not going to chase. She said that in something earlier, I'm not going to chase.
That's
so a lot of women don't want to chase. Now, guys, you don't have to run behind these women either, but you do have to make an effort. And if they see you're making an effort, there are more times than not that they will come to your side.
It's very important, like you said, to make your intentions known. Whatever those intentions are. And I think we started out with this from the beginning. Whatever it is that you intend to happen at that moment, sometimes it's like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be like a long-term relationship. Maybe this is going to be the homie. Maybe this is going to be something strictly physical and we move on, whatever that is. You don't have to know specifically what it is, but you have to, for all of those, you have some sort of interest. You have to express that interest.
Let them know your interest.
If you are planning on a relationship, I'm telling you now, you have a very small window before you get in that friend zone and you can't get out. Don't no nigga want to be over there.
Bro. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of guys end up in that. Oh, that's my brother, and then he wants to choke her because he was like, "But I'm nigga, did you tell her?
Nope.
Now you're brother. Now you're brother. And hey, sometimes it works out for you as the brother. Sometimes it's better, especially if she got a lot of other friends, because then she'd be like, "Nah, my brother is shit," and then you good, and you're good. But a lot of times. And then you get to the point where she's like, "Man, that's my bro," but you can't holler at him either because
that's my bro. Because now she don't want none of her friends. But you know what she gonna do? You're gonna be tortured because she's gonna tell you about every nigga she mess with, and it's gonna break you every time she says
something. Every single time, bro.
Fault.
Because you didn't speak up from the jump. Now there are times where you can go in all willy-nilly and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell her how I feel," and then she was like, "No, nigga," and then. And then that's just sis. And then that's sis from there on. You're like, oh, that's sis. And she's good. And y'all can keep it pushing. But if you don't say what's on your mind, bro, closed mouths don't get fed. Like that. That's a Ronnie Ho quote. Closed mouths don't get fed. Hey man, you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Right.
So as far as why guys get phone numbers and don't call, have no clue.
Because they simple, female, feminine niggas.
Yeah.
That's why.
So ladies, I'm gonna tell you this right here. When you ask me about sucker shit that dudes do, I ain't gonna know the answer because I ain't no sucker. You
Right.
dig? I'm not gonna know an answer. All I can tell you is what the nigga should do. And again, this is where the game for the guys come in. So, ladies, you can ask the questions, and I'm gonna tell you I don't know, but then I'm gonna give the dudes some game on what they should be doing, so that these ladies won't keep asking these dumbass questions because of you dumbass niggas.
And if you really, really, really are sick of having it happen to you, ladies, make sure you share and subscribe to the podcast and share it with these dudes so they can
Now
kind
I'm
of
gonna tell you,
some of this
I
game.
will tell you this. Now don't send it to the dude who did it to you, and then he want to choke you out because I can't save you.
Niggas is crazy too.
Yeah, niggas is nuts too. So I can't save you. So don't just clip this particular part out and send it to him. Send him the whole show and be like,
Right.
hey man, what you think about what these niggas said? And send the LOL behind it. Because you gotta soft pedal some of these niggas too. Because some of these niggas was raised by their mamas, and some of these niggas they're a little sensitive. And
You ain't lying.
no, I'm not gonna even say some of these niggas. I think men are a little more sensitive than women for real, for real. I think we're a little more sensitive than women for real, for real.
Yeah.
So make sure that when you send it to him, you soft hand it. You don't give it to him raw because he's gonna get in his feelings. And some of these, no. Okay. Here's the thing, lady. I'm gonna give you this point right here, ladies. If he don't got shit to lose, don't fuck with him for real. Don't bother him. If he ain't got nothing to lose, baby girl, don't do nothing crazy.
Don't. It'll be bad. It'll turn out bad.
It'll be really, really bad. That's why the penitentiary is packed.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying even a little bit.
These guys have nothing to lose, so you may end up in a bad situation. So soft-handed, like, hey, I just saw something come across my YouTube. Check this out. What you think about what these niggas saying? Are they telling the truth? I don't believe what they're saying. And then let
always hit him with the boy. These niggas crazy, man. Can you believe he said this? Here you go.
Right. Like, would you do something like this? Yeah, but don't be like, this what I was trying to tell you. Because when you show up that way, that's gonna be a situation that you have to deal with. And don't send me no pictures of you with a black eye, because I will post it. Then I'm like, I told you. So that's that.
That's how I go.
That's how that.
What up? It's your boy Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly, lovable loudmouth. I'm the co-host of the Let's Get Canceled podcast. Listen, man, we appreciate everything that you've done for us so far, all right? Y'all have been rocking with us from the beginning. Even in this short period of time, man, y'all have been right there with us. But now it's time to take it to the next level, all right? If you like what you're seeing right now and you want to see more content like this, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell notification in YouTube so you get notified every time we go live. And share this on your social media platform. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Anywhere that you catch us, make sure that you share it with your followers, all right? We appreciate you. Peace.
All right. So the next question I got here that was sent in, right? So the question says, bro, why do dudes randomly ask for pictures? Like, what the fuck? Actually, he said, don't you want to send me a pic of you? Her response, ignores. Like that.
Right.
Now, before you jump on it, I'm gonna jump on it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
Go ahead and explain it to him.
This is why women are confusing. Gentlemen, listen up. Women are confusing. Ladies, first you say you're tired of these dudes playing games. They beating around the bush. They're not straightforward. They're not coming right at you. Okay, cool. This dude told you straight up, hey, don't you want to send me a picture? Now, I disagree with his reverse psychology. That don't make no sense. But he said, don't you want to send me a picture? And she just ignored him. You know what the nigga want up front. You could at least told him no, you rude heifer. You could have just said, nah, don't get down like that. And give that man a chance to go, okay, well, I also want XYZ. But no, you just cut him right off. That doesn't make sense to me. Women,
is that a bad question to ask? That's the question. Is that a bad question to ask? Because
it's a horrible question. It's a hard
Why shouldn't? Okay, maybe his delivery with "Don't you want to send me a picture?" Again, that may not have been the way to do it. But a guy wanting a picture of a female that he's been talking to, like, why is that a bad thing?
It depends on what came before that, because I'm assuming by reading that message that they just began talking. They just started talking. Like I said before, it's best to be upfront. So if I'm gonna tell you upfront on day one, the time we meet, hey, listen, this is the type of stuff I like. This is the type of stuff I don't like. What are the type of things that you like? What do you not like? Because before we get into all the extra stuff, like you said, I need to know about your drive, your passions, your ambitions. But I also need to know what you like and what you don't like, because I don't care how much we match energy on upward mobility. If you don't like some of the stuff that I like to do, then this ain't gonna work. We're just gonna be two upwardly mobile, miserable people.
But if I say I want to be able to look at you when I want to,
right?
You should be able to send me a picture. Let me have a picture of you. I want to be able to. I want to lock you in my phone.
True.
I want to remember what you look like. If I'm not seeing you regularly, I may want to just look at you. So
That's
send
true.
me the damn picture.
I agree with you. What I'm saying is that should have been a conversation that she should have had a heads up that question was coming eventually. Because all right, let's say this, right? Back when I was out running the streets, again.
Right. All of our so this is our disclaimer right now. Everything that we say is 10, 15, 20 years old. But I feel some of the game is timeless. So that's why I'm able to see it. Because certain things are timeless. So,
absolutely.
So that can be said. So when I say what I would do, just know this is from way back, way back, long time ago. So, but still understand it's timeless information. It's a classic.
Yes, sir.
This shit is classic. This shit got me to being somewhere for 15 years. So don't take it as, oh, nigga, you out the game. You don't know how it is today. Nigga, the Isley Brothers rocking today, 50 years later. Michael Jackson rocking today. J5 rocking today. So some shit is just timeless.
Timeless.
And this information is timeless. So continue.
The reason you're behind ain't getting none right now is because you think that everything done changed and these females are still on the same time. Anyway, let me get off that. What I'm saying is, up front, when I'm running the streets, right? I'm up front. I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. What's your name? This is my name. You know what I mean? Can I buy you a drink? Niggas, that's simping now, I guess. But can I buy you a drink? Depending on where we at. All right, cool. Now we're going to have that conversation. What do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? What do you da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Also, I'm going to turn this conversation to what I like to do intimately. Not up front like, oh, yeah, I like to do it. No, we just going to drive down that road because I need to let that hang out there, because if I don't, and then I pull out some of this, hey, send me a naked picture, and you get all offended, well, I just wasted my time. I could have been calling 3 other chicks.
But it doesn't seem like this dude asked for a nude. This dude just said, let me have a picture. So it's not like he said, send me a picture of your ass. Let me see your titties. He said, send me a picture. Now, if you jump in to send me a nude, then that's something that's on the woman.
Nigga, you for real?
Dead ass.
You think he was asking for a headshot, a professional headshot?
Dead ass. Hey, man, I want to see you I want to see what you look like. I want to see what you think's a good picture of you. I want to see what you think is you at your best. Because every woman, when you send her, we ask for a picture, if she's down, she gonna scroll through and find the best shit there. And then you can be like, all right, when she's made up, this is what she looks like.
You know what?
Now, if I'm saying send me a selfie right now, and she's like, nigga, no, because my hair's not done, or I don't have my lashes on and all that shit. And ladies, y'all can save them lashes for real. Y'all can save them.
Get rid of that.
Y'all can save them. Sorry about all the sidebars, but every now and again something comes up and I gotta address it when I'm saying it or I'll forget it. So ladies, y'all can leave them lashes alone. Y'all can, we don't need that. We don't need all of that
at all. Yeah. And my apologies to the lash techs that I know. I know a couple people who do lashes.
Straight up, I'm not trying to kill your business, but don't make them look like this.
Bruh, if you blink at me and then you keep on waving, I can't do it. I can't do it.
So I'm just saying you can look cute in them, but you don't need them. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You don't need them.
Right.
Get you a little bit of eyeliner or whatever it is y'all use. I don't know, the little thing with the little brush, and you do like that with it. They got commercials for it and everything. So you use some of that, but you don't have to go out there and tie on some shit that's gonna be on your face. Like, yeah, that's a little much. Because the problem is when you get drunk or sleepy and
Lord.
you do this and they start to halfway come off your face, bro, it look like you got bugs on you. It's like, so these are I'm sorry, ladies, but that's scary. That's scary.
Frightening.
Yeah. So you don't
what,
have to do that. But back to what I was saying, you don't. If you want a nude, ask for a nude, guys. If you wanted to be naked, there's a time and place for it. But if you want to tell you, hey, I'm going to ask for pictures, and I'm not talking about a professional headshot, as Tech said. I'm going to ask you, and I want to see that thing bust open. Hey, FaceTime me that pussy if it's cool. Like, these are certain things that we're going to get. These are discussions that should be had, definitely. But if a guy says, send me a picture, you don't jump to he want to see me naked. Don't jump.
You know what? I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I'm going to change my answer because you know what? That's on her. If she automatically assumed he wanted a naked picture, where's your head at, ma'am?
Right,
your fault.
right.
Brother, I'm sorry. My apologies, bro. I'm with you. She was wrong.
Straight up. And
There's
ladies,
nothing wrong with needing a picture.
Nothing's wrong with wanting a picture. Now, if he jumps off too early and says he want to see you topless, then you can gauge him a certain type of way. But for a guy to just want a picture of a pretty lady that he saw out, and I don't have a picture of you, I just want to be able to see you. Don't take anything sideways by that.
I'm recently a new iPhone person. All right, I was team Android for forever and ever, but because of music and production and stuff like that,
Kids Club.
I had to listen, bro. I had to switch over because I went from my Android phone, and then I got an iPad because of music, and then I got a MacBook because of music and production, and then I'm like, well, the iPhone got to come along with. So I got the iPhone so now I'm Apple everything, right? Got AirPods in my pocket, which is ridiculous. Anyway,
get your watch on and all that stuff.
I don't have to watch. I stick with my Invictus, but my wife got an Apple Watch.
Okay. It's in the house.
So, but I just realized on my phone, like when different people text or call, they send a little
update thing, right?
The update they picture and all that stuff.
Yeah, update pictures, update names, all of that.
Right. She might have been just trying to be like, okay, well, she didn't have one, so I'm gonna put a picture with this phone number, so he don't call you and call you Mary or something like that. Or if your name is Mary and you call him, he can be like, oh, who is this? Oh,
he got to make sure which Mary it is. I got to make sure which Keisha it is. I got to make sure. So don't sit there and take it to mean anything negatively, because it's not always a negative thing. It's not always some perved out shit. It ain't like he want to show a picture of you to his homeboys. Like, nah, man. The homeboys don't get to see you till I done broke you down and I'm possibly trying to do something with you. Then it's like, hey, man, I got this little chick, man. What y'all think? Like, in most cases, nigga just gonna bring the chick around. He ain't even gonna say nothing to the homies. So you can't take it as he's trying to do something with your picture. This ain't catfish. He ain't trying to go and reverse view your goddamn images and see if you catfish. Like, no, I met you. I got your number. Send me a picture because I want to see. That should just be that. Allow that to happen. And stop tripping. Send the dang on pictures. And if you got some that's naked, send them too.
Thank you. I was just going to say, don't leave that out. Now, if that's where your mind jump and you cool with it, unlike females, you're not going to run into a dude who's going to look and see a naked picture and be like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. No, he'll be cool. He'll be all right.
Sidebar, ladies, if you have an iPhone, I've just realized, because someone sent me a meme and they were like, send that man some scratch offs. So I had to go and ask somebody, like, what the heck is a scratch off? Ladies, every other morning, send that man a scratch off.
Hey, wait, time out.
I'll give it to you later. They know. I'll tell you about it later. But it is from what I've heard and seen. Oh boy, that's where instead of it coming right on your phone and it's just boom, you got to go and scratch it off. It's a scratch off. You can see what's under the picture. What's under the.
Are you serious,
bro? I'm gonna send you a message. Well, I'm gonna send you a video of somebody doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you my titties. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of my titties and send them in a scratch off for you. Let you get some news on your phone. They can put some news on your phone.
That is crazy to me.
But yeah, ladies, every other day, at least on Sundays and Wednesdays, send that man a scratch off.
Wow.
Fellas, you're welcome. You're welcome. And dudes, another thing, dudes, don't send no chick no picture of your dick unless she asks for it.
Thank you. Don't do that. Stop. There is never. Listen, man. It's not like titties. It's not like titties. Like every man gets happy to see just a random pair of titties pop up on their phone. Guess what? No female wants to see an unrequested penis.
No. Okay. So if you want to send her a picture of your dick, here's what you do. You send her a message like, man, I was over here. I was about to send you a picture of my dick. LOL. Put that out there in the world. If she says send it, you're in the game. If she just say LOL back to your ass, keep your dick in your pants and your phone out your pants. Easy. It's easy. These are ways to get approval for certain things without putting yourself out there. You could just be joking. I was going to send you a picture of my dick. Phrase it as a joke. If she replies back with the affirmative, hey, bro, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. But if she does not give the I want to see it, do it, then you leave that alone. You leave that one alone. And it'll still be in the back of her head. So at some point, if you get to that point, she'll be like, hey, let me see the stick.
Well, on that,
fellas, it's just a little bit of game. It's just a little bit of game, fellas. Just a little bit.
Here's the thing. To add on to that same question, I believe the same person said, I remember one time he was like, he should be able to FaceTime me whenever, like my kids and my mom.
All right, fellas.
Well, yeah, please help him, bro.
All right, fellas. A lot of times you're going to find these ladies have children. If these ladies have children, you can't just be popping up on their phones FaceTiming them, especially if you're not in a relationship, in a committed relationship with these young ladies. You have to understand that their kids have their phones, playing games. They could be riding around with their kids and a strange nigga pops up on the phone. Don't do that. Don't do that. Give her the opportunity to be like, hey, FaceTime me, or I'm going to FaceTime you. But always make it known first. But if she says, nah, I got my kids, it's one thing that they don't want their kids to see random men at the house, let alone popping up on their phones. So guys, you got to let that go. You got to be able to understand that these women have children. They have lives outside of you, and you have to be able to allow them to live that life outside of you. Again, especially if you're not in a committed relationship. Now, if that's your old lady, bets off. Hey, the kids should know about you by now, so it's okay. And hey, you can talk to them, all that good stuff. But especially if you haven't met this person's kids, bruh, let her have that, man. Let her have that. So I'm gonna need y'all to pause on always trying to get off and let me FaceTime you, or just calling on FaceTime. Because if she's smart, she is gonna decline you every time and send you a text message and say, leave me the fuck alone. But again, y'all have to allow these women to have their lives outside of you, especially if you're just trying to get to know them, because it's a lot to have my kids see this random dude pop up on my phone. That can't, you can't be mad about that. You can't be upset about that. And to say you deserve the same rights and privileges as my child and my parent.
No, sir.
Bro, what kind of dumb is that?
Listen, man, you don't get to, I've dated women who had kids, and the kids come first. Not to me, but kids come first to them. You know what I'm saying? There is one woman that I dated, and she had a kid, and that kid and her equally came first. But that ended up, being my wife. So it is what it is. But I'm not, listen, man, what we're not going to do is try to take the place of or assert your authority as the primary in a relationship when someone is already committed in a relationship to somebody else. That's why these side niggas is getting out of pocket, because they keep trying to jump into the primary position. That ain't your position, homie. Listen, hold on. Sidebar.
Sidebar. Side nigga 101. Come on.
Listen, man. PYP, homie. Play your position. Your job is to make her happy physically when she's not at home with her man. That is it. That is all. If you're a little older and you're trying to be a sugar daddy, you got to spend some bread and make her happy. If you're a little bit younger, your whole job is to blow her back out and then send her home. That's it. Stop trying to go on dates and have personal time. Nigga, it's Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. Guess what? You ain't got no time. She ain't got no time for you. No, bro. Play your position. And that's where you get in trouble, and that's how niggas is getting killed. I know personally. I know a dude, God rest his soul. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. And I wish I could get the person who was close to this person on, so and he could talk to you about it. But he prided himself on boning other niggas' women. He was running around fucking everybody. Okay. And somehow the woman's man found out, husband. We ain't talking about her boyfriend, her baby daddy. The woman's husband found out, shot and killed him. He is dead, Churin. Gone. You hear me? And the problem is he wouldn't play his position. What are you doing at that nigga's house in the middle of the week? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Whatever happened to just cop in a hotel room real quick for a Saturday afternoon? Why are you at her house?
Bro, like that is side nigga one-on-one. Your job is, again, like you said, you there for the pole, bro. That's it.
That's it.
You're there for the stick. That's it. So, and you're there to be her getaway from real life. You are not real life. And that's where these side niggas get it wrong. They try to be real life. You are not real life. You are that nigga when real life is hectic, then I call you, you get to listen to the stories. You get to tell her it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You get to be like, baby, when I see you, you ain't gonna have to worry about none of your real life. I got you from there. So, nigga, you are not real. And women, understand, your side nigga is not real. He's not supposed to be real. He is that nigga that is your escape from your reality. So if you got problems at home and whatever it is at home, that ain't on him. You can tell him about it. He gonna listen. He gonna listen. But while he's listening, he should be taking your clothes off of you.
Right.
And letting you know, baby, this ain't that. And he goes out and takes you completely away from your real life. And also, ladies, don't do none of that shit you do with your husband, with your side nigga. That nigga ain't here for that shit. He wants all the specials. All that shit that your husband don't want to do with you.
All of the things your man won't do.
Or all the things you won't do with your husband. Hey, you done got born with your husband. Your old man don't want to do this, that, and the third. Well, goddamn it, side nigga, it's your job to make sure that the third gets done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When they say slut them out, she ain't coming to you to make love, nigga. She coming to you for the stick.
Hey, listen, and I know it's people sitting out there right now like, but what about the women? The side chicks need to know the position. Let me tell you the problem. The problem is you niggas, like I said before, y'all done got emotional. And so now your side chick, you telling her like you getting ready to leave your old lady or, oh, I love you and I'm going to be with you. And all. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Be honest. Be honest. And if you're a chick and he was honest with you and was straight up with you from the beginning, and then you decide that you want to step into the role of the wife, that ain't your job. That is not your job. It's nice. Now we'll take a little bit something extra. So the side chick, you can cook a meal. You can do all that stuff. You can rub my back and all that other stuff. But guess what? You'll never, ever, 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 ever be the main chick. I'm sorry. And if he didn't tell you that up front, then he ain't shit. But if he told you that up front and you trying to get in that position, you ain't shit.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. Even if he doesn't tell you that up front, if he lets you know he's into something, prepare yourself to be on that side.
You're gonna be
prepare
hurt.
yourself for that. Don't ever be like, well, he said he was gonna leave her. Wait till he's gone.
Right.
That's when you fall for him. That's when you fall for him. But again, I'm one of them niggas who I don't believe you can only love one person at once. So you may fall in love with him and you can still love him, but you got to understand that, hey, he's got something going on here. If you can deal with it, deal with it. If you can't, bail out, but don't go up there and fuck up the man's life, because
I don't think you can. I disagree. I think you can love multiple people at the same time. I don't think you can love all the same way.
No, you don't love you don't love nobody the same way. I don't love my mama and daddy the same way. I love both of them to death. And But there are certain things that my mother can do to my father that I would not allow my father to do to my mother.
This is true. This is true.
I love them both, and I just love them differently. But
equal but different.
Y'all outside niggas, y'all can't bother neither one of them. But them, I'll allow them to do certain things to each other that I will not allow it. I will not allow the other to do to the other. So that part I understand about loving differently. But you can be in love with people, just like parents. I don't have no kids, but I assume you love your kids equally, just differently.
That's a terrible assumption.
See, Coach Prime said it's a ranking. Coach Prime said he got them ranked. I know you because you got one girl, so I know that is
one. And see,
that's number one.
I know this is another sidebar, but listen to me very carefully. I got 3 boys and 1 girl, and the youngest is the girl. My boys will tell you. I tell them all the time. I'm like, I love all of my kids, and I love them all equally. Do I love them all the same? Probably not. But I mean, the same type of love, yeah, but not the same way, because one of them needs this type of interaction, the other one needs that type of interaction. However, I tell my boys all the time, like, look, there's 3 of y'all. I can afford to lose one of y'all. I only got one girl. And you laughing, I'm dead serious. They will tell you, bro. They will tell you, like, yeah. Because if they go to school and they come home, the first question out of my mouth to my sons is, where's your sister? If my daughter comes home, my first question to her is, how was your day?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it goes. They have now gotten together, and they have her come and ask me for money, because they know that she's probably going to get money before they get money. But you know what?
Because they're smart. They're smart.
But that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. We'll get into that one of these days.
But it's the same understanding I have of love. Because people are saying that to me. They were like, because I remember I was on a radio show up in Connecticut some years back when I was working radio type stuff. And that was one of the questions, like, can you love more than one person at one time? I'm like, yeah. I 100% agree with that. Yeah, you can love as many people as you're able to love.
Right.
However, everybody doesn't get the same love from you. Everybody doesn't get the same actions from you. But you can love. And my thing is, I give you the love that you need. I give you the love that you need. That's gonna be the thing. I give you what you need. Everybody doesn't need the same thing. Some people just need the stick. Some people need some caressing and affection. Some people need some reassurances. And again, just like your friend group, I love all my homies, but I love all my homies differently. Some of my homies got bread, so they don't need that part from me. Some of my homies don't have as much, so they need me to take care of certain things. I love all y'all the same. You know what I'm saying? I love all y'all the same. I just love y'all the way y'all need to be loved. Not necessarily everybody gets the same shit.
What you're saying is you express love differently to all these different people.
I express love the way that they need that love expressed.
So here's my question to you.
And that's why the side chicks need to understand that he may love you.
True.
He may indeed love you, but he's just going to express his love the way that you need to be loved. And that's what makes you love him, because he's giving you what you need. And that's what makes you come to him. Right.
For that position.
And he's loving you for your position. Right. You're right about it. He's loving you for your position, but he may love you to death, but it's just for your position. Because if you actually get him, your position then changes and you're not going to love him the same way. And he's not going to love you the same way.
Careful what you wish for.
Bro. You see how you wish for. Hey, that's it. But if he's able to give you what you need, let that man stay with his people and be happy. Everybody's happy.
Ladies, I'm telling y'all now, if you think that you really want to be with that man, you better go talk to his old lady first. Go talk to her and ask her and build a relationship with her and let her explain to you exactly what she really thinks of her man. I'm sure that she loves him to death and would do anything for him, but she gonna tell you that nigga fart in his sleep, or that nigga be scratching his behind and then just go in there and don't wash his hand. Whatever it is, nigga, she gonna tell you the gritty. You don't know what you want. All you get.
Right, and that ain't the shit that he does with you. That ain't the love that you get. That ain't what you get. Right. You get the perfected boy. You get the boy that comes in, he's smelling good all the time. This nigga don't take shits around you, all kinds of stupid shit. Like, you get that guy. Right. She got to smell this nigga ass every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, ladies, y'all got to understand, like, if you are in this thing, baby girl,
you know,
and you be that escape. Same thing with you guys. Guys, you be that escape. You be that outside thing that when the world's crashing down, they got a safe space to go to that they can relax and let all that go, because come Monday morning, they got to go back to the real world.
Real world. Hey, so listen, I got this this post, right? This post that I have that I want to read the whole thing because I think this is a very interesting thing. I'm going to assume that this was because there was a lady, apparently a Nicole. This is an anonymous Nicole. This ain't a
So
Nicole.
That's gonna be enough. We got enough Nicoles in the world. That's enough.
So it says, here's the way I look at it, Nicole. We have two options here. One, you let me take you on a date. It'll be awkward at first due to the fact that we met on Tinder. But after a while, you'll relax as you discover I'm quite normal and funny. Several years and many dates later, I'll pop the question. We'll have a large family wedding with copious amounts of family and friends. A few years down the road, we have a few kids and a baby on the way. You devote all the time to the kids, and I spend too much time at work, and love leaves the relationship. I foolishly start an affair, and when you find out, we get a divorce. We raise 3 kids in 2 households where the parents hate each other. Or, option 2, we hook up, use a condom, and never speak again. Think of the children, Nicole. Bruh, that is the greatest. That is all encompassing. That puts it all together for me. It's like
he took you on a journey. He took her on a journey. Hey, everything's gonna be great, and then I'm gonna bring.
Listen, people don't understand, and we'll get into this another day as far as like relationship work, like what it means to actually work in like a relationship, specifically in a marriage.
Right.
It's not, if you ain't married, it ain't as easy as you think.
It ain't for the weak, boy. It ain't for the weak.
And we both have come from generations of healthy
2-parent households,
relationships, and 2-parent households. So it comes down to us. Nick, it's not easy. It's worth it. To me, it's worth it, but it ain't easy.
Definitely worth it.
So what you got to understand, ladies, when you talking about why he didn't do this, why he don't pop the question, why he don't ask me, if we've been together, we've been just shacking for this many years, you better be careful what you ask for.
Right.
Because the nigga that's dating you is not necessarily the nigga that's going to marry you.
At all. And dudes, you got to understand the same thing. That chick that you date is not the same chick that you end up living with every day.
Right.
You see different sides of people when you're in these relationships. So, fellas, another quick tip for you. Just a little game. Because when you find these women and you go date them, you get the best versions of them. And then you show up at their houses, and on the surface, it looks clean. This is going to let you know how this woman pays attention to the details and if it's going to continue to be this way. So when you get to her house, tell her, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, babe. You know, women don't lift that seat up.
Right.
What you need to do is lift that toilet seat up and see what's under there. That's going to let you know a lot about who this woman really is. Because women do things and there's a lot of plop-ups and there's period bloods and all that. So when you lift that toilet seat up, if it's clean, that means this woman actually pays attention to the details. But if it looks like a murder scene under there, understand she cleaned up the surface for you, but the insides is dirty. And that may be something you don't want to put your stick in. Also, when you go to these women's houses and you're finally over there, what you should do is go into the kitchen and open the microwave. There is a big difference between seeing a clean stove and going inside the microwave. Bro, I'm just letting you know right now, these are ways that you will be able to find out her truth.
Yeah.
Because these places that people don't really go. She's a female. Nobody's going under her toilet seat. But guys, that's something that you're going to see regularly. So if that part's not cared for, just imagine what is in there. She gonna scrub. She gonna scrub. It's clean. She gonna scrub that part. But what about the inside? Does she care about her insides? Yeah, maybe she may spray something down there, but bro, you don't put the stick in there.
Look here, man. Yeah. I think that if a guy is not, let me preface this statement by saying this. dudes, y'all need to be clean. Wash your ass. Brush your teeth. Comb your hair if you got some.
This shit should be. This shit should be without saying that should be the
right,
the least of it.
However, the idea that if a man is not as detail oriented in cleaning, it's not as big of an issue as if a female is not as detail oriented in cleaning. Let me explain. I grew up with sisters and a mom. There was certain things that I couldn't have told you when my sister's periods and stuff was. They didn't leave stuff laying around everywhere and all that stuff. Not saying that it's like it's a woman's thing. It's natural. It is what it is. But I didn't know about it. I didn't know what was going on. I knew what a period was.
Right.
But it wasn't no nasty stuff left on the sink and under the toilet. All this. No, we just didn't. It didn't happen. You know why? Because my mama wasn't getting ready to have all that. And now I know my sisters. My sisters ain't having all that. You understand what I'm saying? One of my sisters got a little girl. I know for a fact that coming up, that ain't going to happen. I got a daughter right now. My wife take care of that. I know. The only reason I know when things are going on with my daughter is because her and my wife have those conversations while I'm trying to watch TV sometimes. And I was instructed, like, that's your daughter. You can't make it like it's still disgusting because that's your daughter.
Put your ear pods in.
I be trying, bro. It'd be rough. But what I'm saying is that women, if y'all gonna be nasty, if you run into a chick and she's nasty like that on her own, that means somewhere down the line back here, she wasn't taught well. She wasn't trained well. Right. Maybe, just maybe, you might want to back up a little bit.
And what you're going to see when she's with you after a while is she's going to revert back to her true self.
Right.
And you're going to be disgusted.
Right. And just like they say, you can't change a man, you can't change a woman, a nasty woman either.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just in them. So again, guys, these are little sprinkles that I'm giving you here. This lets you know something. And ladies, if you are that nasty, before dude come over there, just understand that he don't want to pee on your toilet seat, so he gonna lift it up. And if he lifts it up and sees a massacre,
and that means that chick didn't think enough of you coming over there to even clean up before you got there.
Right. Right.
Oh my God.
She gonna tell you to go pee outside. Nah, I ain't clean my bathroom. Like, bro, there's just certain things. And again, that microwave, that's another one there, man. Because all the stuff that
I never heard the microwave thing.
Take that microwave, bro. Because again, it's about the small things. It's about the small things there. How she's gonna care for you down the line. It's like if you can't wipe the inside of the microwave and keep. Because if I see spaghetti, I see broccoli, I see macaroni, I see chicken pieces all in here.
You eat all that.
Bro, like I'm not putting my food in there. And then that just gets me to I'm gonna put my stick inside that hot pocket.
So hold on. So what you're saying is that since her microwave got multiple meals that have been going off in there,
what's happening inside?
How many multiple meals?
Bruh. It's just a logical situation for me. It's just logic for me.
I hear you.
I just see it as logic.
I am amazed at how your brain works. Like, I agree with you 100%.
Bro,
I'm amazed the same man who believes that Cat Williams could run that fast will go to this detail.
But bro, I grew up with sisters also, and my sisters were older than me. So you were the oldest. My sisters were older than me. So these are pieces of game that were dropped down. And on my mom's side, it was like all girls. It's like all girls. So a lot of them were older. I had a couple younger, but the point of it is like they would always tell me certain things to look for. And as I took it into my adult life, it was like it made so much sense because I would go and try them out, and I look up under something and be like, ew. And it's a complete turn off. So ladies, this is a little bit of game for y'all, man. Just every week or so, especially after your cycle, man, because that blood, like your toilet seat, you get your cycle blood on your seat, you wipe that up, but you don't realize that blood done slid down under the seat. Man, get you some mold remover, something right there, and just spray up under there. Ladies, go check it right now. Pause this. Go check right now.
Right.
Now, if you just pause the shit, you a nasty motherfucker. If you just pause the shit, everybody else is like, I know my shit ain't dirty, so they ain't have no problem. But if you just pause the shit, I hate you.
Hey, she just getting back. Welcome back. Did you wipe?
Did you spray? Did you spray, baby? Did you spray?
Hey, if I go in your bathroom, like, so this is another thing for females. To me, if I go in your bathroom, there's a couple things I need to see in your bathroom. It don't have to necessarily be out on the counter. It can be underneath the sink, in the little cabinet under the sink, or something like that. I need to see some bleach spray of some sort, some bleach cleaner, bleach, not the fruity.
I don't care if I don't like the smell of bleach. You need a bottle of bleach.
I hate the smell of bleach. However, I need to see that you focusing on cleaning. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them things to me. If I don't see no soap except for this commercial, like, dainty stuff that I would see in a public restroom. No. You need some real soap. You got some real soap in your shower. Let me look over here. You got some soap in your shower. You got something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I need some scrubbing bubbles, baby. Give me some scrubbing bubbles.
Right. Like, it's got to be something where you focus on cleaning your surroundings and yourself. Period. But
all of it.
Anyway, speaking of period, see what I did there? So, all right. So listen, I want to take a left turn real quick, and I'm gonna ask you a question. If you let's pretend we're both single, right?
Okay.
And you've been dating a young lady for a while, and I've been dating a young lady for a while, and we decide we're gonna go on a double date, and we go out to dinner, right? Me and you and our two ladies, and we sitting at a table. My lady gets up, goes to the bathroom. Next thing you know, she comes back to the table with a gang of waiters with a cake. It ain't my birthday. And then she drops down on one knee, opens the box, and proposes to me. First of all, what do you think I would say or do? And then secondly, what would you say?
All right. All right. And I'm talking, you talking about you, the dude I've known for
the nigga you know. I'm not
40 years.
We're not pretending like we don't know each other. No.
Like, I know this nigga knows me.
I'm that same nigga.
All right, because you have sisters and a mother, I know you're not going to be completely disrespectful. You're not going to flip out and say she tried you. What you're going to do is you're going to be like, nah. And you're going to grab her and pick her up and like, babe, we're not doing this. No, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. And you're going to get her off that knee.
Yep.
Or you're going to be like, well, since you're down there, you know, so, but
there's some things we don't do in public, but there's some things I don't care.
Hey. If you're down there, what you want? What you want? But no, but in all honesty, I think you would be the one to, babe, come on, baby. Let's not do this. Let's enjoy this meal. And if she's too emotional after that, then you be like, babe, we got to go, cuz handle this for me. I'll get you when I get back. I'll send you a cash app or whatever. That's how I think you would actually handle it. Now, you're asking me how I would react to you going through this. First of all, I'm like, say yes. And I'm gonna laugh for like ever. I'm gonna call you once you get her up. I'm gonna look at you like, "Huh? What? Did you say yes?" I'm gonna call you while you're walking out of there. You better answer your phone because I'm gonna keep on your phone up. Hey. Must be a special lady. You're gonna get all of the songs. I'm gonna call you from my car playing Let's Get Married. Dog, it's gonna be on forever. Like, nigga, if you have a woman that thinks you that guy, that's and my reasoning is I think that is the most emasculating thing in history is to have this woman say, you're taking too long, you're not being a man, so I'm gonna be the man for us.
And you know what? Number one, I knew you would say that. You got me down to a T, and I would if you wouldn't have said that, I would have known exactly what you would have done if that situation happened to me. You know why I would know that? Because I would do the same thing.
Same thing, exactly.
However, I don't think that you would respond the way that I would respond. I think you'd be like, "You come on, man, no, man. Hey, you better get up from there." Hey, but the thing is that I don't think that women understand how emasculating that is. Forget what you heard. Gender roles are important. And to me, I think they are. There's certain things that men should do,
right,
and certain things that women should do. Does that mean that men can never do some of these things that women do and women can never do? No. But there are certain things that women should never do to a man.
right.
Number one, if he's taking too long, ladies, if you got to propose to him, he don't want to marry you. Catch the hint. If you
The
got
end.
right, there's nothing. What are you doing? Maybe he's not ready. And if you keep on pushing and force this man into a marriage, you end up like the nigga on the message talking about, okay, so now we done got to this point. Now you got another baby daddy and an ex-husband, and he over here, and you looking
Right.
sad, and you calling them all names in the book. That's who that nigga was when you married him.
Right. Because women know when guys propose to them that if they don't want to, they say no all the time. But they figure this guy should not embarrass this lady that way. So he should say yes. So is he supposed to just say yes, drag you along for a little while, and then be like, you know what, I don't want to be with you no more, and then leave? And now that no. What he should do at that point is be like, no. Especially if it's not something that's been discussed.
You say
now, if you're discussing getting married and he's talking real good, then you make subtle hints. You don't propose to him. You make those hints. You go out and you take him to the freaking jewelry store and you be like, hey, I would love that ring right there. When you propose to me, that's the ring I want. Put it on his mind. Put it on, but do not go out there and buy this man a ring. If you're gonna buy him a ring, buy him a ring that's got a bunch of diamonds and rocks in it, so when he leave you, he can keep it in pawn. Just like y'all do to guys.
Right. Listen, man.
Keep that energy.
The thing is that women have to understand something. You can give ultimatums. You can. I'm not against ultimatums. Like either you got to marry me or I'm moving on. But you got to mean that, because the moment that you say that, and then you don't
jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Don't come. You can tell me you got 6 months to make this official, or I'm out of here. Put him on a timeline. Put the ball in his court. But what you don't do is come over there and shoot for him.
Right. That's ridiculous.
Don't do that.
And the thing is what people don't understand, women specifically, is that if a man, a real man, is not ready to marry you, that doesn't necessarily mean he don't love you. That just means he's ready to marry you. Because men think logically, women think emotionally. So for women, when you say marriage, that means that, that's the ultimate sign of you caring for me. So if you don't show that sign, that means that you don't ultimately care for me as much as you should. To men, it's like we're getting ready to join two entire lives. That includes finances, that includes upbringing, that includes families, that includes social circles, that includes a whole lot.
These are complete orbits that are colliding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I don't care if you grew up in the church down the street. I can tell you now, again, we church boys.
Right.
The church that you grew up in and the church that I grew up in separate parts of the state, if I married a woman from your church, there are church cultures that are different. And I'm very involved in my church. If she's very involved in hers, who takes precedent? Where does that go? Is she going to be miserable going to church? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. If I don't get along with your mama, we going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? I got lucky. I got lucky. Lord, thank you. God, my mama and daddy accepted my wife right away, and her mom and daddy accepted me right away. It was because, boy, I tell you, I heard some horror stories. You hear me?
I've heard a lot. Yeah. I've seen a lot, and I'm me, so I don't care who your mom and daddy are. They're gonna love me anyway. I'm that guy.
Right.
I'm that guy. Like, I've never seen anyone who said they didn't like me. I know one person who doesn't like me, but that's just one person. But other than that, anybody who's ever met me has loved me, and I don't ever believe there's any reason not to. And if you don't like me, then that's a you thing, and just don't tell me, because it doesn't matter. But yeah, like you were saying, you got these two orbits that have to come together and become one, and there's a lot that goes into that. And ladies, you cannot force this man. If you do force his hand and he actually does decide to marry you, just understand it's going to be under his terms forever. And that's not what you want. It's going to be under his terms forever because now he feels like he's got the upper hand.
Right.
And ladies, this should be a collaborative thing with marriage. And guys, if she does come to you with that and you actually do want to marry her, don't accept hers. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. You let her know, baby, I love you, and it's gonna happen. Even if you do it the next day, you tell her to get up and let me be a man.
Right.
Let me do it.
Here's the problem though. In every one of these things that I've seen certain videos of these women proposing to their man. I have a feeling that these women, they know who to do that with. You understand what I'm saying?
You would think.
Any female I've ever dealt with you already know what it is. You knew good and well that wasn't gonna go over well for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so if this, it could have been a question at the house, like if we together at the house and laying in the bed or something, and you go, you know what? I'll just propose you. Will you marry me or something like that? Ha ha ha. We'll laugh that off. I know. I catch the hint. I know you want to get married. I've been thinking about marrying you, so I'll go.
Much better way to do that than to bring me out in public.
You bring me out in public, and you liable to get. Come on, bro. They know who they, but she knows.
But you already said you already know my response. If you don't get your ass up off that floor, right, and I'm gonna laugh in her face. I'm not gonna be offended. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna laugh at her, and then she's gonna hate me forever.
Yep.
Because I will go talk to the waiter and be like, "I see this shit."
Nigga, relationship is over. But see, the female, they know that. They know, and this goes back to earlier what you was talking about. It's some sassy, spicy niggas out here. Bruh. And these women know it. And so they treat them as such.
Like there's a situation, and I don't know if I got it somewhere, but I think I have it, where a guy planned a trip to go see a young lady. He had been talking to the young lady for a while. They're in different states. He planned to go see the young lady. And then a little bit before the trip, he sent her a message saying that he got scared. Sorry. He was like, I understand we had this plan, but I started thinking and we would only have time to, and I'm just going to paraphrase this, and if I can find it, I'm going to put it up on here so y'all can read it for yourselves. But it's basically, I got scared because we don't have enough. You got it? Okay. Yes. I thought I sent it to you.
Listen, it says, good afternoon. I basically got scared about this kind of relationship. I really like you and want you. However, with all the high demands our lives have, kids in parentheses, there isn't any way I can see this going anywhere other than a few meets a year. And honestly, that is awesome, but wouldn't be enough. Time out before I go on. I don't know why that doesn't sound like the perfect time, but whatever, homie, whatever you're looking for. And so
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah. I was looking at her response. So I was like, wait, did you think we were in a relationship? Because you said this type of relationship. That right there is personally deflating. I think this says his response was no, but possibly getting to that point, potentially. And I started thinking to myself and scared myself on pros and cons. More so trying not to get myself hurt. I know you wouldn't hurt me, just speaking on my behalf. He sounds like a bitch.
Dog. Okay. All right. So going into that, this is what's breaking me. All right. So you done enough to plan a visit, to plan a trip.
Right.
For you guys to be together.
Right.
And then you back out. So that right there should let her know that you ain't the one. You ain't
right.
But for a guy, if you like something and you figure there's a lot going on with us, we won't be able to see each other as often as I would like. If I like you, I'm still trying to take that opportunity to see you whenever I can. I'll figure out the rest of it later on, but it's a couple times a year. It may be a couple times a year for a year or so. Mm-hmm. But it may end up being, I like you enough that I'm going to make it happen. I'll bring you to me. You come to me. I'll come to you. And we can alternate things. We can make something work. If I really want you and I think this is going to be something that we can do. but I'm not going to give up a chance. And guys, I'm talking to you right now. Don't give up a chance for fear. Don't be a sucker. If you got something that you want, go get it. If she's giving you rhythm, if she's giving you an opportunity, bruh, don't curl out. If you got something on there, and for him to say, I didn't want to get hurt. Bro, you're never gonna find love that way.
Sounds like a pussy.
Bruh, but again, this is just
that nigga sound like a whole Lifetime movie. That nigga sound like a whole sappy Lifetime.
But Lifetime movies ain't for us. Like we ain't on.
But that's what he sound. This is my point. That's what he sound like. He don't sound like nothing for us.
Because that definitely sounds like something that sounds like a woman wrote that, right? Like I got scared.
Now tell the truth, and all y'all at home, tell the truth. While I was reading that, you heard that soft violin music in the background, didn't you?
I definitely heard something back there.
Oh, I could picture this nigga right in his living room with his palm on the glass on the phone, just like looking out aimlessly out the window.
That nigga was over there sliding down the wall right quick. So many days, so many hours, I'll be burning till you return.
Listen, you started singing that. That was the song that was playing in my head just now.
That Let It Burn was playing, bro.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. So again, just a little bit of game to the dudes, man. Like they're not gonna respect you. And later on in there, she was like, he apologized. What man apologizes? Like she didn't even expect the apology to come. And I'm okay with the apology. Guys, please apologize. When you're wrong, say you're wrong. But in his situation, I am not okay. I just don't understand how that can be something that you take that way. You started a plan, then you get afraid that it's not going to work. If you go into something thinking it's not going to work, man, it's not going to work. And you should have known that a long time before. So don't waste her time either. Guys, don't waste her time. Because the word gets around. And then you end up on podcasts and shit.
Yeah, with two niggas reading your text messages laughing at you.
And you're lucky I don't know you, bro. You're lucky I don't know you. Because if I knew you, I'd probably put your face up there and scare all the rest of these women away from you.
And we be on the phone together right now. We put them on the phone. We're here live with whoever this is.
Right. Hey, bro, you sound like a bitch. Hey, how's it going? Should we call you bitch, Mr. Bitch? Like, what do we call you? Bro, that was just that. That
is
was
that
not
Miss or
what it was
Mrs.?
about.
Yo, well, I don't know, man. Like you said, bro. Like, fellas, I expect more of us. Now, don't do it twisted. I done slipped before and been that simp. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. I'm sure Thommy has slipped and been that simp a long time ago.
Bruh.
All of us had a moment.
How you think I got married, nigga? How you think I got married?
That ain't how I got
Let
married.
It burn, let it burn.
Yo, we're gonna have to do a show on how we ended up getting married and how we met these ladies, bro. Because that's gonna be
we're gonna definitely do a marriage show, so we can tell we can give our backstories on how we got there and how we lasted so long.
I was thinking about
the bad and the ugly.
Maybe one of these days we'll bring the wives on. We just ain't gonna put them on camera. I'm gonna put them on. They gonna get the voice disguise.
Nope.
But either way, listen, man. I guess the whole point of this whole thing, guys, was fellas, be men. Conduct yourself as a man. Carry yourself as a man. Act like a doggone man and quit trying to play the female role. Ladies, don't get it twisted. We coming for you next. I'm coming for you next.
Straight up.
But fellas, just a little piece of the game, man. Y'all, if you stand up on your own two, I don't care how bad her attitude is. You stand up on your own two, and you stand firm. The right woman is going to be attracted.
She's going to respect it. The right woman is going to respect it, 100%.
Absolutely.
So every episode, y'all just hold it down. We're going to give y'all a good 10, 15 minutes a game every time. Yep. And again, guys, if you don't agree with what we say, feel free to combat what we are saying. Drop it in the chat. Send us a DM. We will address what you say. And if you change our minds, you change our minds.
Absolutely.
I doubt it. But if you got a different point of view, let us know. Ladies, if you don't like what we had to say, let us know. It's okay. But every week we're gonna address something. And we're gonna give these guys a little bit of game. We're gonna try to make the world better one man at a time.
And if you got, like I said, if you got some ideas, you got some questions, ladies and gentlemen, if you got questions, comments, hit us up. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere that you see us, man, go ahead and drop us a line in the DM.
Text my phone if you got to. I got you. Text my phone. Hit me line. I got you.
We check that. We check all those inboxes regularly, multiple times a day. So don't worry about it. We'll get to you. If you're intelligent enough and you can elaborate on what you're trying to say, we'll bring you on the show. We'll bring you in here. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Because most of y'all get scared. Most of y'all want to jump in the DM. Don't want to post on the actual post. You don't want to comment on the post. You're gonna hit me in the DM and be like, "Well, you should have said this, or you should have done this," or I'll get a text message like, "Hey, bro, like some of these here today." So again, if you don't want to be known, you don't have to be known. If you're okay with it, come on and give your point of view. We got you. However it happens, but what we are mandated to do as men is to make sure that the next generation comes up better than us, because I can't deal with the sass. I can't deal with it, and I'm seeing way too many women coming out here saying, "Yeah, but the dudes, man, it's the dudes. The dudes ain't men no more." And as a black man who came up with fathers and uncles who were real men, I don't have no kids to raise, so I can't raise my kids to be men because I don't have any. But anybody else I can help, anybody that's around me, I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna give you. Well, I'm gonna let you know what works. I'm not gonna tell you nothing that's gonna hurt you. So, hey, holla at me, holla at us. We got you. This man right here got kids, brothers, nieces, nephews, wife, all that good stuff. He been in the trenches. He done been in the trenches, so he know a little bit too. He can tell. I may not be able to tell you how to do it the right way, but I can tell you how to do it and stay there. It may not be 100%. Hey, it may be a rocky road, but hey, it'll get you to the end result that you need. So that's what we are, and we're gonna sprinkle y'all niggas in every episode. We're gonna give y'all something to deal with. Sprinkle me, man.
Absolutely, man. But listen, man, I appreciate all y'all for checking us out. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification on YouTube, man, so you're notified every time we drop a video or if we go live. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
I don't think we got canceled, man, so we got to do it again.
Got to do it again, bro. Hey, man, love you.
Love you too, boy.
Y'all be good. Salute.
Y'all be easy, man. Peace.
Be quiet, be quiet.
So I would like to make a toast to Daniel.
Toast.
You know, we've been together for a long time, Daniel, and I really got something I'm going to ask you because I love you so much. Okay? Daniel, I love you so much, and I just want to know.
Get out! Yo, you doing You gonna do my daughter like that? I kill you! You gonna fucking kill you!